All right, I'm moving this clip up to the front of the video. So when you hear me complaining about I have no idea where I am all through the video, and that there was no trail identifying this trail, that here, right here at the beginning of the entrance to the road going in is this. So I'm at 10201 North Suncoast Boulevard, Crystal River, Florida 34428. So if you plug that into your GPS, and I guess it's called the Withlacoochee Bay Trail and Trailhead. Anyway, and then I guess this is Fellburn Park. So I'm going to go and see if there's an entrance. Maybe we'll walk around this park and add to the video here. I didn't know where Fellburn Park was. Okay. All right, good thing I looked at the sign one last time. It did say dogs must be leashed at all times, so dogs are allowed here. And there is a sign up here at the entrance. I'm going to walk up and see if that has something on it to let us know where the hell we are. So anyway, let me get up there and we'll make the next clip there. All right, we're here, and believe it or not, on this sign, they don't have the name of this trail, but I've been talking to the locals about it. And somewhere around here, there's Fellburn Park, and nobody knows where it is. But here's the aerial photograph of the, I guess that's Fellburn Park. I have no idea what the name of this trail is. Somebody said it's called the Barge Trail, or he thinks. But anyway, we're gonna get on the trail here. Very nice. I mean, look at the bathroom facility. It's just up 19 from Homosassa. I'm not sure if I'm still in Homosassa. It probably might be north of it. And well, you can see there's hardly anybody here. The parking lot's basically empty, although there's about a 40% chance of rain. I've got the umbrella on my back. But you can see it's quite beautiful. Look at the nice entrance here. And I did get the length of this bike trail is 17 miles. Now, next time I come down here because I have to come down here to my car dealer to work on the car. Plus, I like being in this area because there's a lot of trails in Crystal River, Florida. But this trail is about 17 miles. And I haven't seen anything that indicates whether you can walk dogs here or not. So I don't know what to tell you there. I mean, what a useless introduction to the trail. Doesn't even have a picture of the trail. Now we're going to walk up here. He said there's going to be a boat in a river that's, I guess it's a derelict boat. And he says that a lot of times there's gators that'll be sunning themselves up here, but they just hiked up here. This is going to be about 2 miles in this direction and then 2 miles back. So that's probably all I'm going to do today. And we'll come back at a different time and ride this whole trail on the bike. But the locals tell me that it's quite beautiful. And so if you ever come down to Homosassa, Florida, you could always plug in the Village Toyota, which is where I was. And this is about 20 miles north on 19. So you can do the math and plot your course. I think when I plugged the directions into Waze, I think I said the Bay Trail is what I think I used. But they called it the Barge Trail. I wish I could give you more information. You know, I usually they have something that tells you the name of this trail is, or the name or the area. Of course, you could try that Fulton Park, there in the beginning. Anyway, you can see, I mean, it is quite beautiful. And they told me this direction is not as beautiful as going in the other direction. And unfortunately, it's a 40% chance of rain. I think I said that already. God, I hate getting rained on, but I wanted to see it, some of it, so that when I bring my bike down here, 17 miles, I can't do that. Well, I might be able to ride the whole thing. I'm being crippled with the broken neck. Check the bird out. I don't know if we get him on the video or not. There he is. Yeah, I got him right in the center. Pretty cool. And they did tell me there's a lot of wildlife on this trail. Rabbits and all kinds of things. And so we got a hidden treasure here. I couldn't believe that nobody has ever told me about this at the car dealer. I don't know why they didn't know about it. But we'll just kind of get some clips along the way. If I see anything unique, we'll get that. We're coming up on something here. What do you think this is? Let's see. Well, why is that cut? I mean, I don't know. Let's walk down here in just a second. I want to see. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to cut the video off right here and just kind of explore around here. If we figure this out, we'll maybe we'll get some more video. Okay, God, I'm getting sprinkled on already. Okay, I think this is the road, so it's just kind of a fork in the road. I know that's a good pun, but you can see there's a marker there. So, well, that's kind of boy, that is one big palm tree. Wow. Okay. So, what a treasure, huh? Holy moly. I can't wait to make that biking video. Of course, I won't be back down here for another 6 months to a year. So it'll be next year we'll get that bike trail then, unless I just get the urge one day to make a long drive. But normally there's other hiking trails that I want to do. So, and by the way, there's another biking trail. I thought I was going to, there's a dam around here somewhere. I found it the last time I was here, and when I hiked there was a bunch of trails like this, and that was when I got bitten by a black or a brown recluse, and my side rotted off my body. I mean, you don't ever want to get bit by a spider, man. I'll take a tick any freaking day over a spider. Oh my God. And then of course the flies. You know, Crystal River, there's some trails down there that we've done on previous videos. And man, down here, I don't know if it's true of this trail, but the flies come out. And man, you can't hike unless you got bug gear on. Now I did it with bug gear. Well, you can see, isn't this a great looking hike, man? What the hell? Why didn't the locals even mention this? Unbelievable. Okay, I forgot that I put this into Waze. So give me just a second. We're going to go over, but check this out. This is cool. Boy, I really hope it doesn't rain. Because it's okay to be on a paved trail in the rain, but it's another to be on one of these trails. But let me get you the egg on it. As soon as I switched apps, it cuts the damn camera off. That's another thing I need to talk to Samsung about. We got to talk to Samsung. Anyway, it's 10247 Suncoast Boulevard, Crystal. Oh, come on. Dagnabbit, see, my brain don't work too good. But I'll get you the rest of it on the next clip. But I did want to show you, this is really, really cool. All right, it's Crystal River. I'm sorry, I couldn't remember where the hell I am. But check this out, man. This is more on the trail. Little pond. Boy, I bet there's some good fish in there. Probably isn't. I don't know if the locals would have fished it or not. I don't know where you could get down there. You could drag, if you had your booties on, you could drag a kayak in there. It's kind of a small pond. Well, I don't know. Let's see how far back it goes. Let's see if we can see. No, man, this is big. Good Lord, can you imagine fishing this? Holy moly. Look at that. I don't know how far back that way goes. Awesome. God, it just makes me want to have a fishing pole and a kayak right now. Oh, man. Okay, I kept this trail's taking me around the side. Look at that. That's huge. Man, can you imagine the fishing in this thing? I mean, you could get down through the weeds over here, probably. I mean, not down here. I don't know. Maybe we'll see something around on the other side. It looks like we're just going to hike. Maybe we're going to hike all the way around this lake. I'm calling it a lake now. Wow. So just up from the last clip, this is terrain you don't see in Florida. You know, everything's flat. Look at this, all the hills with the tree. Now, I don't know if the trail's going to go around the lake because we're kind of winding away from it. But I wanted to get this huge mound on the side because, you know, there's not many trails I see that type of contrast on. So this is really, really cool. Look at that. Kind of, wow, what a burn. I always like to get these on the video. If you're a backpacker, look at that camping spot right there. And we're not that far up the trail. You could get back to those bathrooms, you know, and I don't know if there's potable water there. I bet there is. But man, this would be a great place to set up camp. And you can see that probably in the summertime, this trail might not be that good to hike, because without maintenance, you know, this could grow up pretty intense. Although I feel like there probably are not too many ticks on this trail. I could be wrong. You know, because when you're walking through tall grass, that's when you get the ticks on you. So you want the grass cut down. That's why hiking here in the wintertime in Florida is so awesome. Although looks like we are looping back towards the lake. But I wanted to show you that camping site. If you're a backpacker, that'd be awesome, man. All right, so here's what we got here. Since I was going to be on the paved trail, I didn't think, because we got a late start. I was at the dealer at 3:15, and I don't know, I authorized them to change out the brake fluid, and then they said the cabin filter, but I could swear to God they changed that cabin filter. I think I screwed up there, wasted my money. But look at here. I don't know if that's another trail. No marker. Boy, you need a trail map back here. I'm going to keep going this way because I think I'm going around the lake, but I got to turn around in 20 minutes because it gets dark at 8 o'clock. And it's 6:41 right now. I wish I could have given you the time when we started, because I don't know how long I've been walking right now. So I don't even know how long it'll take me to get back, you know. Normally I note the time when I start any hike, but I wasn't anticipating anything but that paved trail. I just got excited and forgot to mark my time. Once again, I wish I knew where the dogs could be. I bet you could bring a dog and nobody, well, if you hike this trail, they would never know. How in the world? I'm sure I won't see anybody. I don't even know what forest I'm in. I mean, well, I guess if you bring up that address on the map, you could tell me. Maybe leave a comment below, huh? We're getting a good transition. And here's another trail. It's going over to the lake. Let's go down here and get another view of the lake and see. Well, I mean, how in the world would you get a kayak all the way back here? Although I saw a guy one time when I was hiking in Minnesota. He pulled a trail up 7 miles. Pulled his kayak 7 miles. I don't even know how that's possible. That guy was buff, man. I mean, I just hiking it with a backpack. I was so tired when I could barely set up my tent and get everything going, and here this guy comes in with a damn kayak, you know, because he had to drag it, you know. He would hike so far with his stuff, set his stuff down, go back, grab the kayak, pull the kayak up to the stuff, so he hiked twice the distance. That means he did 14 miles with the kayak. There are some people that are just unbelievable good shape. He was a young kid. He was doing I can't remember, he was going to do some sort of trail like that Daniel Boone or somebody had done. I don't know, he found it somewhere. But let's get a view of the lake here as best we can. So maybe we're going to go all the way around this. That'd be cool. Tell you what, let me get a shot up high. Hold on here 1 second. All right, I've got the camera up nice and high. I'm just going to pan it around. Hopefully we're getting everything on the video. This is as high, I can get it just a little bit higher. Let's see what we get. All right. I always love to get these signs on the video. Caution, alligators are present along the trails and waterways of this park. They usually eat fish. Alligators are dangerous. Do not frighten or feed. All right, look at the transition. This isn't something you get here in Florida. We're going to actually have to do some billy goat hiking on this trail. But we got another view of the, oh, look at here. There's a bench. Oh man, talk about it. Coming here and just having a picnic, looking out at the water. I'm glad I decided to hike down here. Oh man, what a nice touch. Plus, I mean, that would be a great place to hole up in a hurricane. Still can't get a kayak in, although I don't know how you get it back here. Look at this. Boy, can you imagine just sitting right here? I wish I brought it. I didn't bring well, one day if I get here a lot earlier, you could bring a book and just a nice breeze coming off of that water and just sit here and read a book. The bugs, no bugs so far. You know, I mean, Now maybe as we get up into the summer, that might be a different story. But anyway, and check out the rocks. That's something you don't see in Florida either. All right, let's keep going. I don't know what these birds are. There's one directly above. I wonder if those are turkey vultures maybe. I love how they float around though, even though they're carrying birds. Anyway, we're up on top of the hill, another view of the lake, and here's a fence to the right. So I guess that must be some private property over there. But this is what a treasure to get around the lake. You see the fence right there? All right, let's keep going. This was always a dream that I had. Imagine owning that place right there. Got his barn over here, right on the lake, and there's nothing over here, nothing over there. Well, maybe there's a house next door, but look at this. I wonder why there's a fence on either side of the trail here. I guess they're worried that, well, you could tumble down that hill, I guess. I mean, I definitely could, having no feeling in my hands and legs, and I trip all the time. But there's the sun. Boy, that's beautiful. My God, I never thought I would get something like this today. I just thought this was an amazing view. I'm getting way too many clips. But I wasn't sure. As I move along, you can see that we're going to be kind of coming into this cove over here. So I wasn't sure we could get a good view. All right, that's awesome. All right, we got another house here. But I wanted somebody to explain to me, what is this structure with the trellis coming out? I mean, obviously he's got his greenhouse here, and he's got his planting beds here. I recognize those. And he's got his rain barrel here. But I don't know what that trellis structure is right there. But once again, what a place, huh? Wouldn't you love to live there? Oh my God. All right, sorry to be taking so many clips, but we're gonna get on a different angle of the lake. Look over here. I wanted you to see this. That's a nuclear power plant, I imagine. So maybe plug in nuclear power plant, Crystal River, get you close to this park. But that's an awesome view, isn't it? We're way up high now. I like the terrain. Way too much footage on this trail. Look at that. There's a power plant off in the distance. Anyway, we're screwed at this point, man. I'm past the point of no return. Either I loop back, or we're gonna be hiking in the dark. I mean, if this turns out to be like a 7-mile trail, I am just screwed. I mean, you know, because I knew I could do 4 miles before it got dark, but we'll be walking. Well, I got the flashlight on the phone, so, you know. But it looks like we got a view, well, another place to sit down. Boy, I cut the video on at just the perfect time. So, man, this would be even better than, well, I don't know. Let's see what the view looks like. Hold on. All right, we're coming up on it. And this is nice, man, because you get caught out in a thunderstorm, at least you can take shelter. Boy, look at that view. Man, sit here and read a book. I wish the fence wasn't there. I mean, I know it's for your protection. I think we're going to come around. It looks like the trail's over here. I don't know how long this trail is. Daggone it. I wish they'd had something on the damn post up there. All right, we're going to start heading back down, but look at that bench. And it's nice that it's got a roof. You don't see that often here in Florida. Usually it's just a bench, or most trails don't even have a bench. Once again, we got another branch in the trail, and I'm wondering if that branch that we saw way back, this might be it just circled around and then came back to this trail. I'm just guessing. I know I have to work my way around the lake to get back, so we're just going to keep going this direction. But before I go, I guess I should get a look back up the hill. Look at that hill. I mean, this is billy goat hiking, man. Not like in the mountains, but billy goat for Florida anyway. I mean, all right. Now I'm screwed. I have a feeling that might head back to the bike trail. But I want to go around the lake because I think this will take me back to the bike trail too. The paved trail. And that's what we just came down. So I'm going to just take the left fork here. I don't know why they got a fork in the trail there. But if you're going to wind around the lake, could be a lot longer than going that way. But I want to stick to the lake because I think once we get around it, we got to be getting back to well, hopefully getting back to the parking area. Like I said, I really don't want to be back here in the dark. Dagnabbit. Oh, now I'm really screwed. Now we got a right fork and a left fork. I know the bike trail's this way, and I'm hurting for time, so we're not gonna stick by the lake. We're just gonna take this fork. I'm gonna just assume that we're heading to, well, oh yeah, there it is. There's the paved trail. Okay, yeah, all right. So this is just an intersection to the paved trail. Okay, we're gonna be all right. I think I'm gonna keep going around the lake. That might be a big mistake, but I think if we're that close to the paved trail, I mean, this should just finish up winding around the lake and get us back to the paved trail. So, if my guess is correct, it's hard to know, but the sun is now behind me and on my right, so I know I'm heading in the right direction anyway. So really quite beautiful. You can see like I said, we're just kind of continuing along the side of the lake. But man, what a trail. Like, I bet there's only a handful of people in Florida that even know this trail exists. I mean, it's not even a trail map. I don't even know. But I mean, man, I'll come back here. I might just take some day hikes here, just drive down here. It's only about an hour. Well, an hour and 10 minutes from my house. There, you got another view of the lake here. Well, looky here. We can almost get down to the water. Let's check it out. Try not to get eaten by a gator. Oh, God damn it. Well, you see, there's the bench on the other side, like I said. I don't want to slip and fall in, that's for sure. I'm not going to get too close. Yeah. Boy, this is like clay underneath me. It's really slick. All right. That's cool. Ooh, this is the danger. That sucker almost bit me. He came up at me. Look at him. He's a small guy, but he lunged at me. Ooh, I mean, and look at how he blends in. That's how I almost, man, thank God I was just far enough out of his reach. I don't know, he's kind of a dark color. Usually it's only the bright colored snakes here in Florida that are poisonous. Man, I got to start paying attention to what the hell I'm doing. Almost stepped on that sucker. Can you imagine? Even if I'm sure it would have hurt. Even if he's not poisonous, he probably would have bit the hell out of me. Oh my God, that scared the hell out of me. Woo! Got to keep an eye out. All right, I was absolutely correct. We looped around and now we came back to the bike trail here. There's the paved trail up ahead. So we're looking out here. What a treasure. Not that long a hike. You can see there's plenty of daylight left. But I got to take it on home. It's been a long damn day. I don't know about you, but one thing I do want to talk about just briefly while we're enjoying the scenery was, I like to give people advice. When you take your car in to get it worked on, it's always a courtesy to clean it somewhat for the mechanics. I don't know if you've ever wrenched on cars for any period of time. I spent a little time in a shop, not very much. I didn't like being a motorhead. But anyway, some of those cars, you open up the hood and there's dead mice underneath there, and and sometimes there might be a dead animal in the engine that stinks, and that's why they brought it in. And then of course when you go to rotate the tires, the freaking dust gets all over your hands, so you have to put gloves on. So as a courtesy, I got up early this morning and cleaned that car up real good. And even went under the hood and washed the engine for them. So they didn't have to work on a dirty car. Okay? And there's the derelict boat that they were telling me about. It's still afloat. I wonder why they're just leaving it there. Hell, I wonder how they got the boat in the water. Oh, I think yeah, that's right, there's a boat ramp. I remember seeing it. So never mind. I mean, I guess people do probably come here and fish. We got some signs coming up. I'm going to keep the video on. Check out the boat. I can't remember. Halim something. I can't read the words on it. We could zoom in, but I ain't going to worry about it. Let's see what's on these signs. Maybe this will tell us something about where the hell we are. Trail hours, 8 a.m. to sunset. Okay. And there's the alligator caution again. All right. Well, you can see, look at the trail. You know, it's kind of going up. At least we're on our way back. I'm glad that I really didn't want too long a hike today, and I think we're only going to do, I don't know how long I've been out here. Who knows? Okay, we're going to get back in the grass here. We could stay on the paved trail and go this way. But this would make us back towards the lake. Can't believe these people just, the people I met, they all just harked the paved trail. I'd be doing these side trails. Well, of course, maybe they don't want to step on a snake. I mean, that could be it right there. But I imagine, you know, we're just going to we're going the right direction, so I have no problem going this way. All right. All right. It's always a nice touch. You got the American flag on top, the POW flag and the Florida flag. No rainbow flags down here in Florida. And there's your picnic shelter. Well, 3 of them. You can see I'm the only person here. But I always like to show you the bathrooms because I'm curious myself. This is a family restroom. Just a sink and a toilet and a blow dryer. Let's check out the men's room here. Whoa, the umbrella got stuck in the door there. Well, all we got is some toilets, urinals, and a sink. Okay. I didn't see if there's a water fountain anywhere. I don't know if there's any potable water. Oh, there it is. Yeah, let's see if it works. It's kind of, boy, they need to clean it up, don't they? Yeah, so you got potable water here. So, like I said, for backpacking. And nice thing, you got a dumpster right over here to dump off your stuff in if you're a backpacker. I'm going to go back to this sign, see if we can get anything of note off of it. All right. Yeah, nothing on the sign, just park closes at sunset, another thing. Anyway, maybe we'll see something on the way out. Like I said, I thought there was a boat ramp, but I'm thinking in my mind, where the hell would the boat ramp be? If I see something on the way out, we'll ride down and take a look, but maybe there's no boat ramp to this lake. Well, or maybe I'll see a sign on the way out. All right, if not, that's the end of the video. Peace out. Stay free. All right, I don't want to get my car all dusty, but there is a boat ramp somewhere down this road. So I'm just going to turn around right here. And so yeah, if you have a boat, you can bring it here. Look like a pretty big lake. So, all right, that's it for the video. Once again, peace out, stay free.